Hello, everybody. It's Pop Up, and today we are going to be reading Mirandy and Brother Win by Patricia C. McKissick and illustrations by Jerry Pinkney. It's a great book. Enjoyed it. Another book by Patricia McKissick. We've read a few by her already, and we've had a few illustrations by Jerry Pinkney. We we love both the author and the illustrator, and so today I'm going to start by reading the author's note since it gives a little bit better, gives you a little bit of information about what the book's about, and it does a little bit better than I can. So here we go. Author's note. One of our family treasures is a rare picture of my grandparents, dated 1906, 5 years before they were married. They were teenagers at the time and had just won a cakewalk. As winners, they'd been awarded an elaborately decorated cake. First introduced in the Americas by slaves, the cakewalk is a dance rooted in Afro-American culture. It was performed by couples who strutted and pranced around a large square, keeping time with fiddle and banjo music. As the dancers paraded by, doing flamboyant kicks and complicated swirls and turns, the elders judged them on appearance, grace, precision, and originality of moves. The winning couple took home a cake. It's never been difficult for me to imagine my grandparents strutting around a square with their backs arched, their toes pointed, and their heads held high. They were full of life's joy, especially Mama. Papa used to say he believed Mama had captured the wind. I believe it too. Patricia C. McKissick. Okay, so here we go. Swish, swish, it was spring, and Brother Win was back. He come high stepping through Ridgetop, dressed in his finest and trailing that long silvery wind cape behind him. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Sure wish Brother Win could be my partner at the junior cakewalk tomorrow night, said Mirandy, her face pressed against the cool cabin window. Then I'd be sure to win. But dear smiled. There's an old saying that whoever catch the wind can make him do their bidding. I'm going to, said Mirandy, and she danced around the room, dipping, swinging, turning, and wheeling. This is my first cakewalk, and I'm gonna dance with the wind. When the sky turned morning pink, Mirandy set out to capture Brother Win. Grandmama Beasley was out back feeding her chickens when Mirandy come up asking, all excited, do you know how to catch Brother Win? I want to make him be my partner at the cakewalk tonight. Grandmama Beasley studied on the notion. Can't nobody put shackles on Brother Win, child. He be special. He be free. Mirandy asked all her neighbors the same question, but nobody seemed to have an answer. I'm gonna get him yet, she say, turning round and round in the yard. Get who? She didn't even have to look around to know it's that clumsy boy Easel. Mirandy didn't answer her, but walked toward the road. Easel came too, walking backwards to face her. He was sure to trip any minute, and he did. Why you been asking everybody how to catch the wind? Medea told me whoever catch the wind can make him do their bidding. I want him to be my partner at the cakewalk tonight. But I thought After a moment, Easel flashed his good-natured smile. His eyes sparkled like sun glints on branch water. He said, what do you think Orlinda would say if I asked her to be my partner? Orlinda? Skinny Orlinda? Ask her and find out, say Mirandy. And she strutted away. At the corner store, Mr. Jessup told Mirandy that a great aunt of his from Ypsilanti, Mississippi, said to put black pepper in Brother Wynn's footprints. That would make him sneeze. While he's busy sneezing, slip up behind and throw a quilt over him. Mirandy rushed home and got the black pepper mill and one of Madeira's quilts. Wasn't long for Brother Wynn came strolling through the meadow, his wind capes hovering gentle-like over the grasses. Sneaking up behind him, Mirandy commenced to grind and pepper. Then she threw the quilt, but whoosh, Brother Wynn was gone. Mirandy was still sneezing when she told Ezel what happened. I could have told you the wind don't leave no footprints, he says as he milked the family cow. He was sure to spill some, and he did. Mirandy sneezed again. Did you ask Orlinda about being your partner? She said, changing the subject. Sure did, and she said, I don't care what she said, Mirandy interrupted and rushed away. Following the creek downstream, Mirandy came to Miss Poinsettia's whitewashed cottage. Talk-headed that Miss Poinsettia wasn't a for real conjure woman like the ones in New Orleans. But didn't nobody mess with her, just in case talk was wrong. Miss Poinsettia welcomed Mirandy inside. Your people don't approve of conjure. Why come you here? She said. Mirandy figured if Miss Poinsettia was up on her conjure, she ought to know why. But not wanting to appear sassy, she answered, I need a potion to help me catch Brother Wynn, so he'll be my partner at the cakewalk. The woman shook her head. Then she switched over to a cupboard, her jewels jingling and jangling, and the colorful scarf sewn to her dress fluttering about. In a quick minute, she returned with an old book. Mirandy put the words in her head as Miss Poinsettia read them. I'm ever grateful, said Mirandy, but all I have is payment are my Christmas and birthday nickels. Consider me well paid if you wear these when you dance tonight, and I guarantee you'll be the prettiest girl there. And Miss Poinsettia gave Mirandy 2 of her see-through scarves. Mirandy hurried home. Like the conjure spell said, she found a crock bottle, washed it in water from the rain barrel, and poured in a measure of cider. Then she made her way to the big willow down by the branch and set the bottle on the tree's north side. Nothing left to do but wait. For long, Brother Wynn come out the woods. Mirandy had never seen a body stand so tall or hold his head so high. The conjure was working. He smelled the cider. With a big whoosh, he jumped into the bottle. I got you. Mirandy pushed in the cork and danced round and round. But when she looked, Brother Wynn was on the other side of the branch, bent over laughing. Then, flicking the tail of the wind cape, he vanished. Swoosh! How did he get in and out of that bottle so fast?" she asked Easel at the woodpile. He pulled the wrong log and the whole pile had come crashing down on him. Mirandy was helping him restack it. "What am I gonna do?" Easel laughed. "Looks like you gonna need a partner." Mirandy got purely upset. "You laughing, but just wait. I'll catch him yet," she shouted and left in a huff. The cakewalk was only a few hours away, and Mirandy was moping on the front porch, swinging with Brother Wind swinging when Brother Wind swooped over the hedges, kicking up dust. He leaped over the lilacs, around the snowball tree, and into the barn. While he was inside, shaking the rafters and scaring Medea's hens, Mandy slipped up quiet like and slammed the door. No way for him to get out, 'cause Pa had stuffed all the cracks. "I got you," she say, clapping her hands. "Now you've got to do whatever I ask." At dusk, the neighbors from the ridge started gathering at the schoolhouse, everybody dressed in their Sunday best. The fiddler stood in one corner, and Grandma Beasley and the other elder folks sat in the judge's seat. Elder Thomas brought in 2 big triple-deck cakes, one for the junior cakewalk winner and the other for the grown-up winners. Somebody drew a big square in the middle of the floor, and the cakewalk jubilee began. First thing, Orlinda comes sidling up to Mirandy, asking, "Who gonna be your partner?" Mirandy tried not to act excited. "He's real special." Then she added, "I wish you and Easel luck. Y'all gonna need it." "Me and Easel? Girl, don't be silly. He asked, but I wouldn't dance with that old clumsy boy for nothing," she said, fanning herself. Why he can't even now walk and breathe at the same time. I didn't want him tripping over my feet in front of the whole county." And the girls laughed. Mirandy put her hands on her hips and moved right in close to Orlinda. "You just hush making fun of Easel, you hear?" she say, quiet like. "He's my friend, and it just so happens we're gonna win the cakewalk." And she tossed her head in the air and hurried away. Outside, Mirandy wondered why she said such a tomfool thing. She caught Brother Wind. Easel couldn't be her partner, but an ideal came. "Brother Wind," she called, "you still there?" The barn door rattled and almost shook off its hinges. "I'm ready with my wish," she whispered it, then hurried to find Easel. Weeks passed, and still Ridge folk talked about how Mirandy and Easel had won the junior cakewalk. That night, they pranced round and round, cutting corners with style and grace. Swish, swish. And when the music had changed to a fast gait, they arched their backs, kicked up their heels, and reeled from side to side. Swoosh, swoosh. Folks still talked about how Mirandy was a picture of pretty, dressed in yellow with 2 colorful scarves tied round each wrist. And everybody agreed Easel had never stood taller or held his head higher. When Grandmama Beasley had seen Mirandy and Easel turning and spinning, moving like shadows in the flickering candlelight, she'd thrown back her head laughed and said, "Them chillin' is dancing with the wind." The end. Okay. Enjoyed the story. It's a fun story. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thanks.